dancing with the dead? You won't believe this incredible ritual in Madagascar. A sea monster or an alien? NASA investigates Madagascar's most mysterious creature, a cursed forest. The terrifying mystery no one dares to explore. Are giant lemurs still roaming Madagascar? Startling new evidence. Madagascar's abandoned lands. Why do locals fear these places? Terrifying stories. A fish from the dinosaur era? Scientists are stunned by this discovery. Welcome to GeoSaga channel. For more intriguing questions and mind-blowing answers, stay tuned and make sure to watch this video until the end. The facts you're about to hear will shock you, and you might be hearing them for the first time in your life. So, let's get started. Enjoy the video. Madagascar, the Forgotten Paradise. Imagine a massive island in the middle of the Indian Ocean. But this isn't just any island. It feels like a parallel world. The moment you step onto its shores, it's as if you've landed on a different planet. 90% of the creatures here don't exist anywhere else on Earth. Trees stretch toward the sky as if trying to touch it. Strange sounds echo through the dense forests. And in the villages, people continue ancient rituals that have remained unchanged for centuries. Although it's geographically close to Africa, the people of Madagascar don't look entirely African. Their features, traditions, and even language are more connected to Southeast Asia. That's because thousands of years ago, sailors from Indonesia and Malaysia discovered this island and made it their home. Since then, Madagascar has existed in a unique in-between state. It is neither fully African nor fully Asian, but something entirely its own. Many people live in simple conditions, relying on nature for survival. But despite the hardships, they have preserved their traditions and deep spiritual beliefs. One of the most fascinating beliefs in Madagascar is that the dead remain connected to the living. It's not just a saying, it's a way of life. One of the most unusual and shocking expressions of this belief is a ritual called Famadihana, or the turning of the bones. Every few years, families open the graves of their ancestors, remove their remains, clean them, wrap them in fresh cloth, and then dance with them to live music before returning them to the tomb. To outsiders, this might seem eerie, but for the Malagasy people, it is a way to honor and celebrate their ancestors, ensuring they remain part of the family's life. Madagascar is a place like no other, a forgotten paradise where nature, history, and mystery blend into something truly extraordinary. Bizarre sea creatures, as if from another world. Deep in the ocean, there are creatures so strange that if you saw them, you would think they came from another planet. In the darkest parts of the sea, transparent fish, glowing organisms, and alien-like marine animals roam freely. Their existence may seem unbelievable, but scientists have been studying these mysterious beings for years. 1. The transparent fish, ghost fish. Imagine a fish swimming in front of you, but you can see right through its body. Transparent fish have such delicate see-through skin that they appear almost invisible. One of the most fascinating examples is the barrel-eye fish. This bizarre creature has a completely transparent head, and its eyes are actually inside its skull. It can move its eyes in different directions to track its prey, making it one of the strangest creatures of the deep. 2. The glowing monsters, bioluminescent creatures. Some deep-sea creatures literally glow in the dark. This phenomenon, known as bioluminescence, is common at depths of over 1,000 meters. One of the most terrifying examples is the anglerfish, a predator with a built-in glowing lure hanging from its head to attract smaller fish. Imagine swimming in complete darkness and suddenly seeing a floating light, only to realize it belongs to a creature waiting to swallow you whole. 3. The Dumbo octopus, a cartoon-like deep-sea wonder. This unusual octopus gets its name from the famous Disney elephant Dumbo because of its large ear-like fins. Instead of using tentacles to swim, it flaps these fins like wings to glide through the deep sea. The Dumbo octopus lives at depths of around 7,000 meters, making it one of the least studied and most mysterious creatures of the deep ocean. 4. Sarcastic fringehead, the ocean's most aggressive fish. At first glance, this fish looks small and harmless, but when it feels threatened, it opens its mouth and transforms into something terrifying. Its jaw expands into a massive, colorful, and intimidating display. This aggressive fish uses its giant mouth to challenge and scare off rivals, making it one of the most bizarre territorial creatures in the ocean. 5. The vampire squid, a deep-sea phantom. Its scientific name, Vampiroteuthis infernalis, translates to vampire squid from hell. With its blood-red eyes and dark, cape-like fins, it looks like something straight out of a horror movie. Despite its frightening appearance, the vampire squid is actually harmless. Instead of hunting, it survives by feeding on tiny particles floating in the deep sea, making it one of the most misunderstood creatures of the ocean. The ocean is still largely unexplored, with some depths completely inaccessible to humans. Who knows? There may be even stranger creatures hiding in the darkest corners of the deep sea, waiting to be discovered. Madagascar's hidden and bizarre secrets, a world yet to be discovered. Madagascar is not just a beautiful island. It's a place filled with mysteries, untouched landscapes, and strange traditions that seem straight out of a fantasy novel. Some parts of the island are so remote that no human has ever set foot there. Scientists believe that Madagascar still holds secrets waiting to be uncovered, from undiscovered species to ancient rituals that defy explanation. 1. Mysterious forests no one has ever entered. There are dense, untouched rainforests in Madagascar that are so thick and inaccessible that humans simply cannot enter. These areas have remained undisturbed for thousands of years, making them a perfect hiding place for creatures yet to be discovered. Scientists suspect that deep within these forests there may be species of animals and plants that the world has never seen before. 2. The stone forest, a deadly labyrinth. One of the most bizarre landscapes on Earth is Tsingy de Bemaraha, a massive forest made of razor-sharp limestone spikes. The name Tsingy literally means where one cannot walk barefoot, and for good reason. This natural fortress is nearly impossible to cross. Some areas of the Tsingy are so dangerous and unreachable that no one has ever explored them, leaving the possibility that unknown creatures still hide within its jagged peaks. 3. Dancing with the dead, the Famadihana ritual. In some parts of Madagascar, death is not the end, it's just another chapter. The Famadihana ritual, also known as the turning of the bones, is one of the strangest traditions in the world. Families exhume their dead relatives, clean their bones, wrap them in fresh cloth, and dance with them before reburying them. Locals believe this ritual keeps the spirits happy and strengthens the bond between the living and the dead. While outsiders may find it shocking, for the Malagasy people, it's an important part of their culture. 4. Giant lemurs. Are they still alive? Thousands of years ago, Madagascar was home to giant lemurs, some as big as a grown human. Scientists believe they went extinct long ago, but local villagers tell a different story. Many claim to have seen enormous, mysterious creatures deep in the forests, leading some experts to wonder, could giant lemurs still be alive, hiding in Madagascar's unexplored wilderness. 5. Creatures you won't find anywhere else. Madagascar is home to animals that exist nowhere else on Earth, making it feel like an alien planet. Some of the island's strangest creatures include the Ai, a bizarre nocturnal lemur believed by locals to bring bad luck. The Sifaka, a lemur that moves by jumping sideways like a tiny dancing kangaroo. The tomato frog, a frog that turns bright red when it feels threatened. 6. Madagascar's hidden treasure, gold and precious stones. Madagascar is rich in gold, sapphires, and other precious gems, and some people have been lucky enough to find them just by digging in the ground. However, there are legends about lost treasure troves hidden deep in the island's untouched regions. Could there be secret gold mines still waiting to be discovered? Some believe so. Madagascar remains one of the least explored places on the planet, full of secrets that may never be fully uncovered. From unknown species to hidden treasures and eerie traditions, this island is a true mystery waiting to be solved. Who knows? Perhaps the biggest discovery is yet to come.
2. The spiny forest. Nature's razor-sharp fortress Madagascar is home to one of the strangest landscapes on Earth, the spiny forest. Instead of soft leaves and lush greenery, this place is filled with twisted, spiky trees that can pierce through flesh. Walking through here unprotected is like stepping into a natural barbed wire trap. Didiera madagascarensis, a tree covered in long, sharp spines, coiling around itself like a living serpent. Pachypodium, a bizarre mix between a cactus and a tree, storing massive amounts of water to survive in the harsh climate. 3. Baobab trees. The giants of Madagascar. If aliens planted trees on Earth, they would probably look like the baobabs of Madagascar. These ancient giants, some over 1,000 years old, look like they were planted upside down, with thick trunks and tiny branches that resemble roots. Baobab Avenue, a mystical road lined with towering baobab trees, often called the gateway to another world. When the sun sets, their massive silhouettes create an otherworldly landscape. 4. A land of hidden creatures yet to be discovered. Madagascar is so biologically unique that scientists are still discovering new species every year. From glowing geckos to unknown amphibians, some parts of the island are so unexplored that no one knows what's hiding there. Could there be creatures yet to be identified lurking in the untouched rainforests? Many believe so. Madagascar, the last great mystery on Earth. This island is a real-life lost world, full of secrets, unseen creatures, and alien-like landscapes. With so many unexplored regions, who knows what mysteries are still waiting to be uncovered? Perhaps the strangest discoveries are yet to come. Strange creatures live on this island, even NASA can't explain it. Imagine stepping onto an island where the animals look like they've come from another planet. A place so bizarre that 90% of its creatures exist nowhere else on Earth. Welcome to Madagascar, a land full of mysterious alien-like species that have left even NASA scientists puzzled. 2. Indri, the talking spirits of the forest. If you walk through Madagascar's rainforests, you might hear a haunting, ghost-like wail echoing through the trees. This is the call of the Indri, the island's largest lemur. Its songs can travel miles through the jungle. And what's even stranger, no other primate communicates this way. Some scientists believe Indris use a type of ultra-frequency sound to communicate secrets through the trees. Locals, however, have a different theory. They think these creatures are the spirits of their ancestors, speaking from beyond the grave. 3. Alien fish and transparent sea creatures, Madagascar's oceans, hide some of the most bizarre and unexplained creatures ever discovered. One of them is the coelacanth, a prehistoric fish thought to have gone extinct 66 million years ago. But in 1938, scientists found it alive and well in Madagascar's deep waters. How did this living fossil survive for so long? How did it escape extinction when the dinosaurs couldn't? Even NASA has studied the coelacanth's unique DNA in hopes of uncovering its secrets. But that's not all. The island's waters are home to transparent fish, glowing jelly-like organisms, and creatures that seem too strange to belong on Earth. Some researchers believe these deep-sea creatures could hold clues to life on other planets. The hidden creatures of Madagascar. Yet to be discovered, there are places in Madagascar so remote that no human has ever set foot there. Locals tell stories of a mysterious being called Chompanihi, a large-eyed humanoid creature said to live deep in the untouched forests. So far, scientists have no proof that it exists, but considering that new species are discovered here every single year, who knows what secrets still hide in Madagascar's unexplored jungles? Even NASA can't explain it. Madagascar is like a lost world where evolution took its own strange path. From prehistoric survivors to ghostly lemurs and deep-sea mysteries, this island is full of creatures that defy science. Could Madagascar be hiding life forms we've never even imagined? Some experts believe the biggest discoveries are still waiting to be made. Let's take a brief look at the history of Madagascar. Madagascar's mysterious history, a lost world with a hidden past. Madagascar isn't just another island. It's a place with a past so mysterious that historians and scientists still can't fully explain it. This gigantic island, the fourth largest in the world, has been isolated from the rest of the planet for over 88 million years. That means the creatures and even the people here have developed in ways unlike anywhere else on Earth. 1. A land that shouldn't exist. Millions of years ago, Madagascar was part of a supercontinent called Gondwana. But then, something incredible happened. It broke away and drifted into the Indian Ocean, becoming a completely isolated world. This created one of the most alien landscapes on Earth. It evolved as if the island was another planet. Even today, scientists still discover new species here every single year. Giant insects, unknown reptiles, and plants that exist nowhere else in the universe. Some believe Madagascar could be the closest thing we have to a real-life Jurassic Park. 2. The mystery of the first humans. Where did they come from? One of the biggest unsolved mysteries is how humans first arrived in Madagascar. Unlike the nearby African continent, the people of Madagascar look more like Southeast Asians than Africans. DNA research has shown that the first settlers weren't from Africa at all. They came from over 4,000 miles away, from Indonesia and Malaysia. Here's where it gets even stranger. These people arrived by boat over 2,000 years ago, sailing across the vast Indian Ocean, even before Europeans knew how to navigate open waters. How did they survive the journey? How did they know where to go? Some theories suggest Libertalia, where they rejected European rule and built a society based on freedom and equality. Some stories even claim that pirates buried massive treasures along Madagascar's shores, waiting to be discovered. In fact, in 2015, researchers actually found what is believed to be Captain Kidd's lost treasure off the coast of Madagascar. The rise and fall of the queen who defied Europe. In the 1800s, Madagascar had one of the most powerful and feared queens in history, Queen Ranavalona I. She ruled with an iron fist, keeping European powers out of Madagascar while enforcing brutal laws. Some called her a genius strategist, while others saw her as a ruthless dictator. Under her rule, thousands of Europeans were expelled or executed, and Madagascar became one of the only places in Africa to resist colonization for so long. But after her death, the French finally took control in 1895, turning Madagascar into a colony until it regained independence in 1960. Madagascar, a land of secrets waiting to be uncovered. Madagascar isn't just a beautiful island. It's a land filled with ancient mysteries, lost civilizations, and secrets that even history books can't fully explain. From its prehistoric creatures to its pirate legends and forgotten kingdoms, this island continues to fascinate scientists, treasure hunters, and explorers. Who knows what other untold stories are still buried in Madagascar's dense jungles and deep waters? Some say the island still holds secrets that could change what we know about history forever. 1. Geography and climate. Madagascar is the fourth largest island in the world, covering 587,000 square kilometers. The landscape is incredibly diverse. Lush rainforests in the north, highlands in the center, and dry, almost desert-like areas in the south. The island is home to baobab forests, vast wetlands and plant species that exist nowhere else on Earth. The climate is mostly tropical, but it varies by region. Coastal areas are hot and humid,